I'm gonna show you the difference between social wisdom and actual inner position, inner insight, inner perception wisdom. The wisdom that we can actually pass on instead of actually trying to showboat it, So what I'm trying to say, wisdom that you can show in your character, in your personality, in your emotional speed, in your emotional state, in your emotional swag, other than saying something and actually getting what I call a viral laugh. So people, they will be beefing, and people will be like, oh, and it may be something true, and it'd be like something that they know more than you, or something they do more than you, or something they seen you do is like, oh, I seen you walking with dog poop inside your mama house, and you started yelling at her saying, I want it on my shoe. Boy, you was nasty. And then everybody start laughing at you and be like, y'all remember he said this? Y'all remember this? Y'all remember this? And instead of getting a viral laugh, you should actually be like, you know what? Hey, bro, the next thing to, like I said in my last video, next thing to godliness is cleanliness. You have to apply that to you feel me? Your personality, your character. Because guess what? That person next to you, that person behind you, in front of you, they might need it and be like, dang, I was trying to figure out, like, why do we even wake up in the morning and brush our teeth? And like, I couldn't figure it out. I thought parents were just trying to be like some type of funny or something. Cause they said our teeth break away. And what I feel on my teeth is it like a soft material of teeth that actually builds. So I kept it on my teeth to see. And you feel me? Some people just don't have the understandings. And some people be like, oh, it's common sense. It's common sense. Well, if it's common sense, you must also understand you can't be saying certain things that chew people out. You must actually bring it into a foundation of wisdom that they can actually go back and read and be like, you know what? This is something that I can actually look at and be like, oh, so this is what is actually being said. So what is godliness? Instead of being chewed out and having a person next to you and be like, oh, I want, even though I know I be dirty, I don't be doing no dog poop in my mama room. You feel me? And they go home and still be dirty. They be like, I ain't doing no dog poop on my shoe and coming in the house. Instead of actually telling them the whole format of what you need to be wise with. Like they say something that will actually make the only one person feel bad and then the next person feel good about their dirtiness. No, you must tell them the whole foundation of how to be clean. You must tell them the whole foundation of actually understanding how to be in material of actually, well, I'm going to say biblically being, but spiritually being. Because a lot of people don't actually understand the foundation of actually rising into conscious. Unless that person is wise enough to say, unless they say I can make a connection. But this also leads to anxiety, schizophrenia, PTSD, depression, and everything. Like, oh, I be having dog poop on my shoe, and they're like, you know what? I be having plaque on my teeth, and I know I need to brush my teeth. And like, I'm gonna make a connection to that, and I'm gonna just brush my teeth. And then they start doing OCD. They start making sure every single thing is picky and clean. And it's be like, no, you don't have to go that deep. And like, see, this is why you're not supposed to chew each other. You're only supposed to give each other wisdom in order to build through their foundation. So if somebody else see them and they don't even have to speak it, but since the word carries with them and the word is light, it will just show off on their character and actually how to be. Instead of seeing somebody always down bad and sad and this and that, and they be like, oh, you only have to be a certain part of clean. Only this needs to be clean. Or, oh, he's stressed, he's sad, but he dirty, but he also, or he look clean. Oh, let me be clean. Or they might actually run from being clean because they seen that person being sad. They be like, you know what? I'm happy because everything dirty. He's sad and everything clean, but at least, you feel me? I'll clean up every once in a while. But still, some things will scare people away because of the foundation that you actually bring. If you don't bring the word behind it, which a lot of bad people are actually scared of the word, it will actually bring people down that actually needs the word but doesn't understand it or doesn't even understand godliness. I'm going to actually show you what godliness means too. So since you heard my foundation of what I said in this progression of thought, now let me bring you to what godliness is. If you hear guidelines, if you hear godliness, or let's say God lines, or let's say guiding the less, okay, godliness, than guiding less, since you can't say that guiding the less. So you actually have to see it. So godliness is actually saying guiding the less. Guidelines, God lines. You actually have to read the Bible. God lines, the word that God put in Bible, the lines, you have to read the lines in order to bring guidelines onto people, to bring a better foundation of what they're actually trying to accomplish in life. And that's actually being able to go each perspective of the day, which each perspective is your line, is your guided line, because your past or what you need to go into congruency in later, if you decide to search for more wisdom, or if you pray for more wisdom or perspective. So each situation you go through is actually a guideline of your own God being. But since there's a higher God, he say, look at these guidelines and follow them. I'm going to lead you to exactly where you need to be. You know what I'm saying? Holy Spirit, Father, Son. Remember, be like a fish. Be like a positive snake. And they're like, what snake is positive? All of them will bite you. Except the people with the calm heart and that actually understand that Daniel made it out of the lion's den. You know? See, instead of me saying, oh, stop being a scary cat, stop being scary, stop being like this, stop being like that. And they be like, dang, what about me being scared of actually having something done to me because I had it done to me more than once? Instead of saying that, saying, remember, Daniel was in the lion's den and he made it out. Use the guidelines in order to bring guidelines into people's perspective so they could be more in the line of being a God. And to also being a guide. You know, it will show off of them. A God is somebody who can guide through their physical and words when needed. But it's best to speak less words as possible so we can actually get back into the feel of understanding what things actually are. Well, I'm going to say, because personally, I'm submerged in it. I'm submerged in the dark. But I can also feel the sense gaining each day. Every time I meditate, I can feel my sense gaining. But I can actually feel, you feel me? I can feel things with my mind. I can feel things with my physical. And that's cause my spirit is shining through. If you're not able to feel things because people has oppressed your emotions, your emotional swag, people are actually oppressing your spiritual swag, you know, your spiritual swag, in order to move, in order to feel the vibrations of the world, the waves of the world, the flow of the world, people have actually oppressed a lot of people from that. And it's something that's in a lot of people's being to actually disobey, but they're not actually trying to disobey. They're actually trying to find another perspective.